Hi, guys.
Hey.
Welcome back to episode either 8.5 or 9. We're not sure yet. We have a little extra time to record, so we think we're going to try to bang out an episode.
Hi. I hope everyone had a great week or few
Midweek?
days. And I'm talking from the future, so I really hope my tire appointment on Monday worked out amazing and I have new tires on my car and everything's fine.
That's so funny. And I hope my new job goes good. I think I just basically watch videos for the first 2 weeks, so I should stop freaking out.
You'll be okay. You're amazing and smart and perfect. So there's nowhere to go.
Do you guys wish that you felt about yourselves how your friends feel about you?
Oh my God, so much. Because everyone talks so highly of me, and I'm like, what are you talking about? Who are you talking about right now? Do you also wish that you could fast forward time, but not like permanently, just see? Like, do you wish you could just fast forward a year from now just to see, but like you won't actually fast forward it, just to take a glimpse?
I think it would be cool to fast forward and see two different views. Like if you bust your ass and work hard, what you could have in a year, and then versus what you wouldn't have if you didn't work hard for it.
Smart. I just want to see like what everything's like. Like what would I be like in a year? Like will my house not be in shambles anymore? Will it actually
Definitely
be a
won't.
house? And like
It will, girl. We're gonna have a painting party at Amanda's.
what do I make more money? Like do I get a promotion? Do I get like I don't know.
I really want you to become a medical biller, coder.
Me too. When I was going through my divorce, I kept saying that. I was like, I wish I could just fast forward time so I could like see if I'll be okay.
Well, yeah, because you wanted to be out of a bad situation.
Well, I wanted to deal with it, but I just wanted to fast forward to see it. Like, what is it gonna be like in 5 months from now? But still stay in present day. But here I am a year later, and I'm doing great.
We should go to psychics together.
I want to so bad.
Me too. There's a good one that Alyssa went to. Yeah. I think in upstate New York where we live.
Oh, of course. Yes, that's very specific. Yeah, we should definitely do that because I went to a psychic. She moved to fucking Florida. I don't know why you moved to Florida, bitch. She was amazing.
Maybe she does phone calls. A lot of
She
psychics
does,
do that.
but I don't know if I believe that.
All right, guys.
I might eat another snack while Taryn eats. She
Have at it,
laid
girl.
all these snacks out in front of me, and I'm like, those Cheez-Its are calling my name.
All right, we're going to get right into the stories. Not a ton of yapping today, but I'm sure there's yapping to be had. We're the Yapville girls. What do the Costco guys say? We're the Yapville girls. Would you give those Cheez-Its a boom or doom? All right, so we're starting off, no topic today, all random stories, but we're going to start off with one of our favorite subreddits, relationship advice, from Snoo Songs 401, which reminds me of Snoop Dogg Songs 420, which I just made up in my head, which was posted an hour ago. So this is hot off the press. Girlfriend, 21 female, fantasizes about sleeping with my father, 60 male, and has a meltdown when I confront her. Huh?
That's fucking crazy.
My girlfriend, 21 female, and I, 26 male, have been together for almost 2.5 years. We have been in a long-distance relationship for the entire duration. I recently returned home 2 months ago after studying abroad. Before, I would visit her once a year. We are a kinky couple. Sex is a big part of our relationship, but we are strictly monogamous. Recently, after meeting my father, she started commenting on his looks, saying she likes his dad bod. She also mentioned finding my own weight gain attractive, comparing it to my dad's appearance. At one point, she even wanted to buy a cap for my dad, saying it would look hot on him. While I found these comments a bit weird, I tried not to overthink them or pay much attention. However, things became really weird recently during a sexting session. She told me she wanted to say outrageous things to me during sex. When I asked her what she had in mind, she said she wanted to sleep with my dad.
No, girl. She just wants to fuck your dad.
She was fingering herself as she said this. In the moment, I didn't say much, but the more I thought about it afterwards, the more uncomfortable and weird it made me feel. The next day, I brought it up during a call, explaining that her comment wasn't kinky, rather uncomfortable. At first, she brushed it off as a joke and nothing serious. I told her that she couldn't make comments like that and just dismiss them as jokes. She became defensive, accusing me of overthinking and blaming her for the situation.
Oh, okay.
Later, she went as far as to blame my dad for being shirtless around the house and somehow making it his fault. Actually, that is kind of fucking weird. I mean, it's not his fault, but I don't want to see you shirtless, which he typically is, though he doesn't necessarily really talk to her unless absolutely necessary. That comment made me angry, and I hung up the call. Later, she texted me, telling me I'm accusing her for all of this, and then blocked me everywhere. Too long didn't read. Girlfriend wants to fantasize about sleeping with my dad during sex. That is a girl who needs therapy behavior.
She wants to fuck your dad.
Yeah.
Like, she wants to fuck your dad, and then when you said it made you uncomfortable, she's like, I was just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding while I'm fingering myself. Like, what? She got caught. Because she was, like, tiptoeing in, like,
She was too
testing the
comfortable.
waters. She's like, maybe, like, I just say, like, what did she say she wanted to do?
She said,
I want to say, like, I want to fuck your dad during sex.
as she was fingering herself, she said, when I asked her what she had in mind, she said she wanted to sleep with my dad.
At least she's honest. We love an honest queen.
All right, top comment.
She could have been like, I'm thinking about you. How most girls are when they're sexting. Like, sorry for
Yeah.
all the men that are listening to this. Most girls that are sexting are literally on the couch eating potato chips. Like, yeah, I'm so horny. Oh, also, side note, sorry if you can hear a little baggy ruffle. I tried muting the mic, but hopefully it doesn't come through on Terrence. I was definitely eating some Cheez-Its during that.
The top comment is, you're witnessing the progression of increasingly disturbing behavior. First came the comments about his body, the attempts to buy him hot clothing, followed by masturbating to thoughts of him.
And
Culminating-
telling him that.
Culminating in blaming him for existing shirtless in his own house. When you finally confronted her, she blocked you everywhere. This isn't a relationship issue. It's a series of escalating red flags that you needed to take seriously, or that you need to take seriously. Her blocking you is a gift. Accept it. She's not just crossing boundaries, she's demolishing them and then trying to gaslight you into thinking you're the problem. She wanted to share her sexual fantasy about your father while getting herself off, then tried to make it his fault for simply existing in his own home. Any partner who turns their sexual attention to your parent and then blames them for it isn't someone you should waste another minute thinking about. OP said, yeah, dude, I'm with you.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, right on, dude.
Right on, bruh. Someone said, have you ever asked her how she would feel if you were lusting over her mom, sister, or cousins? Yeah, I wanted to, but fuck that, man. I'm not that way. I tried to approach it in a civil, reasonable way, but it ended up her being the victim.
Well, like, also, I'm just picturing being like, oh my God, I know it'd be crazy if we dress you up as your dad and we have sex. Like, that'd be so crazy. Also, wouldn't it be, like, so weird if I said I wanted to fuck your dad, but I'm totally kidding.
Someone said, what advice do you want? Are you broken up now? OP said, I don't know what to ask really. Is this something I can work with, or is it a deal breaker? The next person said, the next person whose name is Fartface319.
Love fart face.
Your ex wants to fuck your dad, dude. Is that not a deal breaker for you? He goes, yep, that's a respectful opinion, but man, I have invested so much into this relationship to make it work, but yeah, I agree with you. Are you, like, is OP ever going to be able to look at her the same?
Men are different than women.
Yeah. Someone else asked if he found her behavior attractive. No, I didn't find it attractive. I'm okay with roleplay involving fictional situations, but my father, that's literally a person in my life.
Yeah.
And it's your dad.
And it's your dad.
That's so creepy. Let me gather my thoughts.
My thoughts is leave her or let her leave.
Yeah.
That bitch is nutty to be saying that too. It's one thing to like think it, like what if he is like a hot dad? Mm-hmm. If my boyfriend had a hot dad, I'd keep that to myself. Like, oh, he's hot.
Some fantasies you just got to keep in your
Like,
head.
he's a DILF.
In your little
Move on.
fantasy world in your brain.
I would be like, oh my god, you look so hot in this t-shirt. Not actively try to fuck him.
Yeah, OP. This is one we're on the guys. This is one we're going to agree with the guy. This was coming from relationship advice. And I'm going to say,
Let her go.
let it go. What are those lyrics I'm thinking of?
Let it go.
No, not those. It's like Sabrina Carpenter. Talking about dad.
Good graces. Oh, God bless your dad. Genetics.
Yeah.
Full packaging. I like the way you feel. God bless your dad. Genetics.
Yeah.
You make me want to make you fall in love. Late at night I'm thinking about you. Oh.
Wanna try on my fuzzy pink handcuffs.
Oh, I hear you knocking, baby. Come on up.
Over. Oh my god, did I say come on
I
over?
love her.
It's coming up.
She is so clever.
Did you see that meme today I posted? And it was like, this is, guys, I don't use Spotify and I'm always so jealous of Spotify
Yeah.
Rap because I'm an Apple girl because Spotify burned me like 10 years ago. Anyways, there was a meme and it was like my Spotify Rap and it's Sabrina, Chapel, and Taylor. And I was like, yeah, pretty much me.
It's gonna be mine's gonna be like Charlie XCX, Sabrina Carpenter, and Chapel. I love Sabrina Carpenter. I think she is so clever. My friend Kyle said that I hadn't seen this interview, but apparently in an interview, like someone asked her because all her lyrics are so horny. She's like, I don't even like have sex like as often as you would like think. I'm not this super horny person. I just like singing about it.
Yeah, and that's what's gonna sell. That's what like made her take off from her transition from being a Disney girly. But
But she's clever about it too.
Yeah,
Like
she's smart. She knows what people want.
I think she's funny as fuck. Like I really do think she's like one of the funnier, and that's all it takes for me to like you.
Yeah.
Like honestly, you could be the worst human ever, but I'm like, you're kind of funny.
What is that part in her Short and Sweet tour when she's performing and she's like, have you ever tried this one?
Yeah.
And the one where she like pulled her hair back and like was giving the
got
mic a
her
blowjob.
knees.
She probably was inspired by Donald Trump from that. He was the first to give a mic a blowjob.
Yep, that's our president.
OP, leave this girl. On to the next one.
Leave this girl and listen to Sabrina Carpenter's album Short and Sweet.
Yeah, basically.
Stream Short and Sweet. Okay. This one's coming from a different subreddit. This actually came up to me in my like recommended, which my shout out to my algorithm because I get the most random subreddits. I love them. Like what's this cookie cutter or whatever it's called? Love that subreddit.
I had to make a separate Reddit too for like am I the asshole in relationship advice and stuff because I had on my other Reddits I had so much cat shit I was following that I could never find any stories.
Okay, so this one's coming from a new one, entitled people. Oh, it's coming from okay combination 475. Ex so entitled she thinks I should be paying bills for her and the guy she cheated with. Found out my girlfriend of 11 years was cheating on me with an unemployed dude of all people. I'm not rich, but I provided her a good lifestyle, paid for most of her bills, provided a nice place, nails and hair done regularly. Dates every weekend, couple vacations a year. Oh my god.
Oh my god, a couple vacations a year.
Hair and nails done. Dates every weekend. She got used to that lifestyle and wanted to keep living it despite cheating on me with a broke dude. She didn't admit to the cheating. I caught on to it. Once it was clear I was done with her, the entitlement really started to show. She said because I had family in the area and she didn't, I should move out but continue paying the bills to give her and the guy a chance to get on their feet. She also insisted on keeping my dogs. Told me I could only see my own dogs if I asked the new guy. But since they didn't have any money, I needed to continue to pay for food and vet bills. Instead, I kicked her out and kept my dogs. At that point, she was really angry and still felt entitled to my income. After I kicked her out of my place, she claimed that she was forced to quit her job because I forced her to relocate. And then she tried to sue me for lost wages.
What? They're not married?
Which didn't work out in her favor. You'd think she'd stop at this point, but she didn't. She contacted my work and threatened to sue them, stating your employee's actions cost me everything. And she tried to insist they settle outside of court with her for $100,000. She didn't make that much money. Instead, my work filed harassment charges against her.
Good. Why is she reaching out to the employee?
This is insane. You'd think she'd stop at that point, but she didn't. She started messaging every family member of mine that she could find. Told me I cost her everything out of spite just because she moved on with someone else, and that the least they could do is send her money to help. I don't understand how she doesn't understand that any financial support I gave her would end if she cheated on me. We weren't married. We don't have kids. I've supported her for years. I owe her nothing. I really don't owe it to her to help her and her new relationship get on their feet and establish themselves.
No.
Which seems to come as a shock to her. This is fucking insane.
Entitlement. That's entitlement for sure. Yeah. It's giving entitlement. Yeah.
It's giving more than entitlement. Like, this person's, like, insane.
Yeah.
To go from
lying about domestic abuse. Go fuck yourself.
Actually. And going from, okay, can you support me and my boyfriend?
That's absurd.
Also, I'm keeping your dogs, but you have to pay for them. Going from trying to sue him and then sue his employment.
She's out of her mind.
And then begging for money online. And saying she was forced to quit her job.
Okay, the domestic abuse thing is the dogs and the domestic abuse, and oh my god, it makes me so mad when people lie about that, because that's why people don't fucking believe victims, because of dumbass fuck faces like this girl. Does she not have a job?
She said that she was forced to quit her job because he made her relocate.
She was forced to quit her job. Oh,
because he left.
Because he had a good job and she got to like live a lavish lifestyle. Poor girl.
Because he kicked her out, so she was forced to relocate.
Unless you have a fucking disability or you have a lot of kids and you're a stay-at-home mom. I mean, this is just me coming from like being, I mean, I didn't grow up rich. I feel like even if my boyfriend supported me 100%, I would still need like a part-time job for like a little of my own income, or like a fucking hobby, you know?
No, to get out of the house.
Yeah.
I feel like if it didn't work, I would never leave. But one of the comments said, "You really dodged a bullet with her. I'm so sorry she treated you so horribly. But it's better to see who she really was. I wish you all the best." And someone said they were together for 11 years. No bullet was dodged by anyone here.
I mean, yeah, because they didn't get married. He did,
but yeah, it's a decade of your fucking life. Just,
I mean, that sucks, but
I mean, at least it happened. Everything happens for a reason. I know how cliche that is, but it's fucking true. Everything has a purpose.
yes. I'm between everything happens for a reason and nothing really matters.
Mm-hmm.
But,
I'm somewhere in the middle.
yeah, so in a way it is dodging a bullet, because if he was married without a prenup, what a nightmare that would be.
Are you more of a everything happens for a reason, or a we're just tiny specks on a planet person?
Yeah, we should actually do a Spotify poll of that, because you can do polls on Spotify.
I know, I didn't even know that.
So our poll is going to be everything happens for a reason.
No, are you more of a
everything happens for a reason person, or are you more of a nothing really matters? Or are you somewhere in between like us?
Because sometimes I'm like, whatever, nothing matters. But sometimes I feel like I say everything happens for a reason more often than nothing matters.
I have a question that's going to call you out once we're done with the story.
Oh, I know. Tell me.
My friend Kate was listening to our episode, and she said that she noticed how you said you don't believe in reincarnation, but you believe in past lives, and how that kind of didn't really make sense. And if you can elaborate, or maybe because we were just nervous first episode jitters.
I don't really know, because I feel like reincarnation, it just seems, I'm not trying to be like rude to people to believe it, but I just think it seems silly. Like, I'm gonna be I would love for it to be real, but I don't know.
But then how do you have a past life if you weren't reincarnated?
That's true. Like born again.
Yeah.
Like, is that reincarnated?
Yeah, that's what reincarnation is.
Being reborn as like
your spirit is in like a new
guess
body.
I'm thinking. I guess I'm thinking of reincarnation being like I came back to life as a fucking tree. That's what I'm thinking reincarnated is.
No, like how I got my cat Louie passed away and I adopted 3 cats to fill a hole in my heart. So like I don't feel like Louie's back to me, but I feel like he sent me the cats because they each have like personality things.
Same thing when my dad died. My dad always joked about having a boy in the family. Like he wished he had a boy, but it was always just jokes.
Was your niece alive when he passed?
Yeah, she was only a year old.
Okay.
So when my sister got pregnant again after he had passed, she found out she was having twins, and twins is like crazy because it doesn't run on either side of the family. Like that's just a crazy thing to happen. And there were boys. We're like, this is dad. Like that has to be dad. Being like, well, there's no boys. Now there's 2.
Yeah.
So I do believe in like that. I guess like reincarnation, it just seems like so Harry Potter to me, you know, like.
Yeah. To me, it seems like spiritual.
Yes. And I'm a spiritual person, but yeah, I do believe in past lives because a psychic told me. The psychic that I used to go to told me all these crazy things about me in my past lives.
Yeah, they can tell you about past lives, but they're not going to... I don't think they can tell you what you're going to be reincarnated into. But I hope I'm reincarnated into a cat, spoiled house cat that gets to lay in a sunbeam all day.
Same.
And have a catio.
That'd be amazing. If I do get the luckiness of being reincarnated, I want to be a millionaire. Just like gotta be 100%.
Like an heiress to like
yes,
the Procter and Gamble company.
No, like an heiress to like a rich like
BlackRock,
Middle Eastern like,
oil company.
Yes.
Like, well, Procter and Gamble being an heiress of them. I used to work in the distribution center for Target. Why did I say it like that? And just seeing like all the like, which also gave me like a quarter life crisis because of consumerism, freaks me out. But anyways, seeing like the Procter and Gamble trucks come in, and I'm like, oh, why couldn't my like dad just own that?
I want to be a millionaire without like the fame. Like I don't want anyone to know who I am. Like, you know, like I don't want to be like a Bill Gates or like a Elon Musk child. Like I want to be I
just want to be like a $500,000 from this podcast.
I just want to be never have to worry about money again.
I just want the podcast to be our full-time job.
I would love that.
I'm saying it out loud. I don't care. Oh, we got
way off topic. We got way off topic. I'm not sure about reincarnation. I just think it seems silly, but like I'm open. What's the word?
I'm open to reincarnation. I'm open to experimenting.
I think I'm open to the idea. But I'm not trying
to be... I think
I'm
a little bit open to reincarnation. I think I'm really liking how reincarnation sounds right now.
I'm not trying to be, what's the word? Hypocritical. Mm-hmm. I just don't know things about things, okay? But all I do know right now is that Norman's rubbing against me, and it's the greatest day of my life.
He's such a polite gentleman. He loves his Aunt Amanda.
He's so round.
Yeah.
Not in a fat way, just a round way.
He... needs to lose weight. All right, I'm just gonna read a couple more of the comments before we wrap this up. But somebody said, "I hope you got security cameras and have locks on your door."
Oh, yeah. Hopefully, she didn't have fucking keys to the fucking
locks on your door. Good locks on your doors.
Both of your?
Oh, both of your doors. Got it. I hope you got security cameras and have good locks on both of your doors, as well as your fence if you have one. She sounds delusional. Someone else said, you should consider pursuing her legally for the lies she's spreading online. Accusing you of DV can be very serious, can have very serious precautions. Yeah.
Absolutely, but she has no money. So what would be the point of suing her?
I don't know, but to like tarnish someone's name like that is...
yeah, it's terrible.
Insane.
Which, this brings me to something else kind of off topic, but it has to do with lawsuits and money and shit. Have you been seeing... I know a lot about internet stuff. I'm chronically online. Have you seen that like Luke Bryan and Brianna Chicken Fry girl, how they like broke up?
He's like suing her or something?
He offered her a $12 million NDA to like not say anything.
Yeah.
And she denied it, which, queen. But someone was saying that like It is like a very admirable, admirable,
admirable.
It's an admirable thing that she denied it because the girlfriends prior, I went down a deep dive. The girlfriends prior obviously took the hush money because they don't post anything about, which is fine. Take the hush money or don't. Like, either way, go queen.
I would take the hush money because I would be scared someone that powerful would hire a hitman and kill me. Or me sneezing.
Right. But someone was saying that she's not going to get $12 million like right away. Like, he could be giving her like pennies for months. It's over a lifetime. So like, he could be fucking with her and giving her like $20 that month.
Yeah.
For like,
if it's at his discretion.
Exactly. For like 50 years until like the last year.
I think he would go to court and settle for give me my $12 million now. Also, who the frig is Brianna Chicken Fry? Is that her real last name? I don't think it is.
She's an influencer. Do you know who Barstool is? Barstool Sports, Dave Portnoy.
Yeah.
She works for him.
Oh, okay.
So the $12 million was for like all of Barstool because they have a show, they have a podcast together, Brianna Chicken Fry and Dave Portnoy. And I think Zach Bryan knew. Did I say Luke Bryan earlier? I think Zach.
Isn't Luke Bryant the one with Gwen?
Yeah, no, this is Zach Bryan.
Gwen Stefani.
Zach Bryan was probably scared of like Dave Portnoy, and
I don't know the difference between them. I don't know any of these country
me
singers.
either. All I know is that Zach Bryan is some crazy shit was happening. Anyway, my question is, would you take the $12 million?
Well, not after you tell me how it gets dealt out. If it was $12 million up front, yeah, because I have anxiety to be like, this person's gonna like send a hitman after me if I like.
Well, she said that she just felt like she's in a position where she doesn't have to. I mean, she's like an influencer. She makes hundreds and thousands of dollars off of Instagram posts. But she would be like, if I was to buy that house with that $12 million, it's like, oh, this is from the guy that fucked me over. Like, this isn't even me. I didn't earn this.
I probably wouldn't take it because, yeah, in her situation, I wouldn't because I'm fucking petty and I want people to pay for their crimes against humanity.
No, for real. And she actually has a voice because, like, well, everyone has a voice. That sounded terrible, especially when you're, like, in an abusive relationship. But she has a platform where she can be like, it's okay. See, look, I denied all this. I don't know. I thought it was pretty abnormal.
Would you call it maybe epic?
It's pretty epic of her. But I would hate the $12 million.
All right.
I would be like, $12 million? I've never heard that name in my life.
Moving on to the next one. All right. This story is coming from relationship advice.
Love that. Love this.
I'm hitting up relationship advice today. Throwaway 37-year. Okay. This was posted 8 days ago. It's titled, I, 35 female, have proof of my husband, 39 males, affair with our 19-year-old female babysitter. What now?
Oh, God. Creepy.
I've been married to my husband for 8 years now, and for the first time in 10 years we've been together, I can't stand to see him. This man ruined our marriage and family over some 19-year-old. Divorce is the only option for me because I don't think I will ever love him again. Hell yeah, baby girl. It all started 1 year ago when we were looking for a babysitter for our 2 sons. I, along with my husband, work full-time. After putting the word out, one of our neighbors informed us that their daughter was interested in the job. Fake name, Maggie. Why would you pick Maggie as a fake name? That's so funny.
It's like I picture that being like a cow.
Oh no, we're gonna have fans named Maggie one day.
No, like a
Love you, Mags.
Like a pet cow, Maggie the cow. I love cows. They're my favorite animal, so.
Maggie came by for us to interview. She had experience and she was able to work around our schedule. At the time, it seemed like a win for all.
Oh my God, I'm sorry. Is it making sound?
No, it's all I can pay attention to.
Sorry. I'm rubbing my feet together like a cricket.
She had experience and she was able to work around our schedule. At the time, it seemed like a win all around situation. We found someone responsible and Maggie found a job that could help her out. I never once was insecure about Maggie's looks or worried about my husband being attracted to her. Maggie did a great job taking care of our sons. We were both happy with her. Around last July, I started to get suspicious because of how my husband and Maggie would talk with each other. I came home one day to find my husband making Maggie laugh uncontrollably. I tried to forget about it because I felt like I was becoming jealous of this younger woman. It stayed in the back of my head after that. The second sign was when I was changing the sheets in our guest room and I found strands of blonde hair. No one in the family has blonde hair. I'm a brunette. The last guests we had over were my in-laws, who don't have blonde hair either. The only person who's been in my house recently with blonde hair is Maggie. It's not a big deal, though, because maybe she laid down after getting tired or something. Then there was the whole car fiasco. My husband, out of nowhere, asked my opinion about buying Maggie a new car for her birthday.
What the fuck?
This took me by surprise, because it's not like Maggie doesn't have a car. Also, I don't think we're in a situation to be giving away cars as gifts. Husband's argument was that her car was old, and if she took ours, it would be easier and safer to take the boys out in a new car. I told him no on the car, and that was final. After the car situation, alarms were going off in my head. At that point, I go from thinking I'm just jealous of Maggie to there's something going on here. Now Maggie's coming to work in skirts with heels on. She went from sweatpants and not wearing makeup to now having her makeup and hair done. Then I noticed her toes are painted black. My husband has a thing for feet. Oh. I've known this our entire relationship. His favorite color on my toes is black. Now I have this 19-year-old coming into work in high heels with her toes done in my husband's favorite color. At this point, I'm 99% sure something's going on. I get a hold of his phone, and I'm looking at the messages for Maggie. Maggie's in a group chat with us. All contact and scheduling is supposed to be done in that group chat with the three of us in it. I find Maggie being texted by my husband separately in his phone. These messages obviously have been deleted by him, since the last message was from earlier today of laughing emojis from her. I did some research and I realized I could recover the messages that had been deleted. What I uncovered was probably all the evidence I needed. It's him basically telling Maggie about how our marriage is basically over. They talk about spending the rest of their lives together, how she can move in as soon as I move out. She makes a statement, your sons won't even miss her when they... She makes a statement, your sons won't even miss her when they have me as their mom. That one really hurt me, because the audacity of a woman to talk about my son like that. I also found Snapchat on my husband's phone, which he never had this before. I have a copy of the conversation on my phone. Smart woman. I also have them on video kissing in our backyard.
Oh my fucking
They must have
God.
forgotten the security camera was there. Now that I have all this evidence, I'm not sure how to approach it. Do I talk to a divorce attorney before I confront my husband? Do I confront my husband about this at all? Because I would like an explanation about why he thought it was a good idea to throw away our marriage of someone 19 years old wanting to play housewife. Also, do I make any financial moves before blowing this up? As of right now, I've been pretending like everything is okay. I don't think he suspects anything. I'm too embarrassed to talk to my friends and family about this. I feel like I'm still in shock over all of this. It just feels like a terrible dream that I'll eventually wake up from.
That's fucking... He's a fucking creep.
I think she needs to, like, right the second, contact a lawyer and get the hell out of the house and go to a hotel, because you can never be too safe. Because the babysitter saying they're not even gonna miss her. We've all seen enough true crime to know.
Yeah, I know.
And she probably has a life insurance policy, and
The fucking dad's a creep. Bye. 19 years old. Ew. No. Get the fuck out, honey.
The top comment is, first things first, don't confront your husband before you speak to a lawyer.
Yeah.
Don't move any money. Leave your home. Make sure all your evidence is backed up in an email he doesn't have access to. And when you get a lawyer, send them all the evidence. Your lawyer will guide you in the correct direction with your best interests in mind. Also, get rid of that little nanny shithead. Make a provision in your divorce that any arrangements for childcare has to be agreed upon by all parties. Again, the lawyer will help you with all of this. Also, I'm incredibly sorry this happened to you. It's unfair, and I know you're hurt.
That's fucking awful. Yeah, fire that bitch.
I wouldn't even fire her yet. Like, fire her after
I
you
know,
get a lawyer
but-
and, like, you're making arrangements.
But they say, you're fired, I'm divorcing you.
Yeah.
Period. That's fucking terrible. Fucking weirdo man.
In some states, you can actually sue the AP for the affair as well. Alternative party? I'm not sure. I would look into that. I think they're called affection laws or something. Personally, I would be consulting a good divorce lawyer. Yeah. And when they give you the okay, I would be going scorched earth and telling everyone how he threw away his marriage for the babysitter. I'd start with telling the parents of the babysitter and having him serve papers at work for his coworkers to see. It says, highly agreed with the nanny cams. Recently, a family law lawyer stated on their Instagram videos that a judge threw out the screenshots of proof of an affair under wiretapping laws. Oh my God, this is why you do a prenup. This shit gets so complicated.
It does get so complicated. Literally anybody listening who wants to get married or is unsure about getting married or doesn't matter. Listen, I thought I was with the love of my fucking life. You can ask anybody. The person I was with, everyone thought that was like my soulmate. Like we were meant to be together. And even I was like, maybe we should get a prenup. And I was like, no, we'll be fine. Get the fucking prenup. Just get it. Just fucking get it. It's like, I don't know how much it is. You have to hire a lawyer to do it, but I'm sure it's probably like $500 or something. Just fucking get it.
You're better off getting a prenup than...
Yes.
And then skip one thing out of your wedding. Mm-hmm. Like skip party favors or something. Get a prenup.
The fucking prenup. It doesn't
They're
matter.
so important.
It doesn't matter if you're marrying the sweetest guy on earth.
People
just
change.
Get it. Just get it.
And if you are marrying somebody and they don't want a prenup, don't marry them. Exactly. Because you deserve to be with someone that knows that people change. Like, what? Hello?
Get the prenup.
This is insane. I really want an update.
I feel really bad for this woman. Yeah, I really want an update too.
I'm going to make note of this to update if there is one. It's only from 8 days ago. That is like so fucking creepy of that guy.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Actually, I don't know if you can even comment on this. We might not get an update.
That sucks.
Damn, OP. We need an update, girly pop.
Yeah, I need to know, how'd you take this man down? When was this posted? Last year?
8 days ago.
Oh.
She's fresh.
Maybe we'll get an update, so keep it saved.
Oh, I am. I want to put it on our spreadsheet.
Well, speaking of divorces, I have a story too. I have one coming from Relationship Advice. It's posted by Specialist Arm 8732. Husband 30 male and I 28 female opened up our relationship and now everything is terrible. My husband and I have been married for 6 years, together for 8. My husband, I'll call him Eric, has always been a really intense person, but he's a good man. When we got together, I noticed he had a much higher sex drive than I did. But I would usually have sex with him even if I wasn't in the mood because I love him. He's never vocalized any problems until somewhat recently. I should also mention, just before we got married, we talked about having kids. I'm indifferent to kids, whereas he doesn't want them, so we agreed to not have them. Over the last year, my sex drive has almost been non-existent. I've been checked by doctors and they say nothing is wrong physically, but I should talk to a therapist, which I haven't done yet. About 4 months ago, he sat me down and he talked about all this, and he said he needs sex, which I told him I understand, but I can't give that to him right now. We argued for a bit and he ended up sleeping on the couch. In the morning, he suggested we open the relationship. I was heartbroken. He explained that we either give this a try or end the relationship, so I agreed. We set boundaries. No bringing the person into our house ever. No talking about it. Always use protection and regularly get tested. He agreed to all of this. I was actually surprised how okay I was with this as months moved along. Even when he'd text me that he's going to be late, or when he'd kiss me and tell me he has plans that night. It almost felt like a burden was lifted from me. Well, yesterday my husband sat me down and said that oh God. Well, yesterday my husband sat me down again and told me he had something really difficult to tell me. For the last couple of months, he's been seeing this one girl and she's pregnant. I think I dissociated a little because I heard him talking, but I couldn't understand the words he was saying. When I came back to reality, I asked if it was his and is she keeping it? Yes and yes. And he plans on being in this child's life actively. I asked him who she was and he told me. It's someone I know. Not well, but I do know who she is. I'm utterly heartbroken. I haven't told family or friends yet. I asked him not to. I asked him if he wants a divorce. He didn't say no. He's basically leaving it up to me. So I guess the question is, do I cut my losses and try to move on or give this marriage another try?
Go bye. I hope they have a prenup. What? Leave.
There is an update.
Get out, leave right now.
That's insane. The fact that he even said, we either end this relationship or you fuck me.
Oh, and by the way, I got this bitch pregnant. I cheated on you.
One of the
Our roles
boundaries.
are open.
Exactly. I've said this in multiple episodes. How do you fuck this up? You still are meant. You're still fucking it up. The woman is saying, okay, we can open up our marriage, but don't do these simple tasks. Use protection. Don't talk to me about it. Still fucks it up. There's an update. Thank God. Because I need more. It says, it's right in the beginning, we're getting a divorce. Good. He came home yesterday afternoon and we had a long, very emotional talk. I asked him questions that I never asked when he told me she was pregnant. He admitted to not using protection. He says he never slept with her before we opened the relationship, but he did kiss her. So he cheated on her. He said she's the only one he's slept with. He said the night before he gave me the open or divorce ultimatum when we argued about sex was a last-ditch effort to get me to work on things. He admitted that he should have just asked for a divorce instead of asking to open the relationship. He also said I share some blame in the marriage falling apart, which I agree with. I asked him if he remembers if I was always like this, and he said in the first 1 to 3 years of our relationship, I was enthusiastic about having sex, even if my sex drive was low. He admitted he hasn't been in love with me for a while, and he's in love with this other woman. I asked why he suddenly wants kids. He said he slowly changed his mind about kids over the years, but never said anything because our relationship has been so broken that it wouldn't have mattered. He thinks I didn't go to therapy because of my parents. They're very conservative and religious and believe if you pray hard enough, God will give you the answer.
Oh my God. Bye. Run. The house is on fire. Get out as soon as you can.
And he thinks I subconsciously have an aversion to therapy because of them. I asked him if he hasn't been in love with me for a while, why not divorce me when he realized that? He told me he loves me and he was in love with me once and he wanted to make the marriage work. But he kissed her and he realized it was probably too late, but said there was a part of him that didn't want to leave me, but never expected to fall in love with her. A part of me doesn't want to leave. Shut the fuck up.
You had, he had that option. They were in an open relationship. He could have had like you said, men just fuck everything up.
He asked me if I was still in love with him and I said I don't know. He said that probably means no. We agree divorce is the best thing we can do for ourselves and each other. We also agreed to make the divorce as painless as possible. I want to sell the house. He agreed. Said he'll move out in the meantime. He said whatever he doesn't take with him, I can keep or sell. We didn't talk about alimony or anything. I'll let my lawyer and his lawyer deal with that. But I'm sure I'm entitled to it since I work a decent job. And from what I've read in my state, that might be enough for a judge to say no. I feel pretty numb right now. I don't know. I don't think I have the energy to cry anymore. I still haven't told anyone. Oh, poor girl. He said that he'll wait to tell people until he gets lawyers involved because it's going to be a mess with family and friends once they find out. Anyway, that's all. He's gone and I'm laying in bed still processing everything. Surprisingly, I don't hate him. I'm not mad at him. I made a promise to myself, contact a therapist on Monday, and I'm holding myself to that this time. I want to thank everyone for all the advice, as harsh as some of it was. This poor woman hasn't told anyone but the internet. She hasn't been able to scream cry to any of her friends.
I know. Me and Amanda, if the littlest thing happens, I mean, obviously the big thing happens too. We're texting each other
I literally sent you a voice note crying on Friday.
I mean, I sent you one crying on Monday, so what's the difference?
Over something so small, for me.
You just need to be validated.
Me too.
We have each other to validate us, and we're really lucky we have that.
I know. And we're here to validate you too. If you ever
Yes.
feel like you need to talk to someone, you can email us at yapphilpod@gmail.com and we will talk to you.
Yeah, guys.
I love giving advice. So.
Yeah, and if you do have a story, you can totally write it anonymously. It's not like we're gonna read your email address. And we're nice girls. We're not gonna like be assholes.
And we can
okay?
don't even have to read it on the podcast. If you want to just be like, I need someone to talk to, we're right here.
Oh, this is honestly. I wonder if she like. Imagine if she met someone new and had a sex drive again.
I mean,
Oh,
it happens.
yeah.
It fucking happens. I'm not kidding because I feel like I just read my like relationship, my past relationship. I feel like I just kind of. I mean, some of it, but like a lot of the emotional conversations and stuff like seemed like I was glimpsing into my own self. It wasn't the full
That you were what to your own self?
glimpsing into my own.
Oh, yeah.
It's not the full situation.
One of the comments. Can't wait for the husband who wants sex so much that he had to open the relationship to realize how little sex he's going to get from postpartum girlfriend and a baby running around.
Sure.
But with his track record, he'll probably rinse and repeat.
Yep. Oh, that's what I was saying. It like your body was probably rejecting him. Mm-hmm. Like I'm so serious. Like I'm not trying to be funny. Like it happened to me. You aren't in love with him anymore.
Yeah.
When he asked, "Are you still in love with me?" You said, "I don't know." That's your answer.
There you go, girl.
You could love the person and not be in love with them anymore. You can love the comfortability. You can love the same routine. You are afraid of breaking that. You don't want change. No one likes change. You just want normalcy, and you'd rather deal with living your quote unquote normal life than deal with not living your
starting
quote unquote
over.
normal life.
Take this opportunity as like a fresh start too. Like if
It
you're
is-
going to sell the house, you'll get a little bit of money, hopefully, and
Get a nice place for yourself and
get a cat.
start over. And it's I'm telling you, it's so worth it. You'll start to like notice like, oh my God, like once you realize that you're okay, you're like, oh, I'm okay. You're gonna be okay. You don't need this person.
And hopefully OP has a really good support system, because I know you having our divorce group chat with like 20 people in it. And honestly, I've made friendships from Amanda's divorce. Like her divorce brought a lot of people together.
And as it should, because it's a celebration in the
Yeah,
end.
literally.
And once you talk to your friends and family about it, I'm sure they're gonna be there for you and you're gonna feel a million times better. But yeah, opening the relationship is, unless I shouldn't say, I'm saying from my perspective, that's where I draw the line.
And that's totally fine.
I'm not opening anything. You have to be obsessed with me and me only.
Yes.
Until you die.
Did you know she's a Leo? But I'm the same way. I'm like too emotionally insecure for an open relationship, and I wouldn't.
I applaud the people that can do it. I don't know how they can.
I can only
because-
focus on one person. No hate to people that do it. More power to you. but-
Exactly. Kudos to you. I feel like it's too much fucking work. I feel like one relationship is too much work. I can't imagine adding more.
Somebody did comment, I'm sure open marriages can work in theory, but I feel like the bare minimum you need, 1, both people to be enthusiastic and excited about this, as well as informed. 2, both people to be in tip-top mental health with absolutely stellar communication before you even think about opening it. Which is so true. Like, this opening of the relationship was literally just so the guy could, like, go fucking jerk off, dude. Watch porn.
Right. Do something else other than if man can't have sex, man leave. Man put dick in something else. Like Jesus Christ.
Can that be our title? Man can't have sex, man leave. Man put dick in something else. I don't know if we can put dick in the title.
But anyway,
I want an update.
of her and how she's thriving.
Yes.
Same.
And how his life sucks.
Well, she's probably too busy thriving to post on
Yeah.
Reddit.
When was this posted?
Last year, I think.
Oh, it was 1 year ago. No update. Well, besides the one you read, but. All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Amanda's got to run and go see Wicked with her cousin. I'm so jealous.
I do. I'm so excited for Cheesecake Factory Wicked.
Well, have a wonderful week. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share with a friend. Thanks, guys. Love you.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.